And we can say, yes, I want more of this and less of this. But at the foundation of it all, we have to remember that we are enough, as we are. You are enough. Hey, Laura J.E. Hamilton here, and I got a message from someone who was really in a place of need. They don't like where they're living, they need to find somewhere that's safe, they need to make changes in their life, and their language was very much in obligation. It was very much in a place of not liking where I am, gotta move. And it takes me back to the first certification event I went to as a coach back in 2011, where John C. Maxwell said, you're either running to something or away from something. And it applies perfectly to this person's situation as well as potentially yours. Because in life, we are always either moving to something or moving away from something. We're moving to pleasure or away from pain. And if we are moving away from pain, unless we change the energy of our creative process, we're going to bring that pain with us. So if we don't like the job that we have, or if we don't like where we're living, and then we get something else, we're going to eventually have a similar experience because we never changed the expectation. It was, I don't like this, so I want this instead. But when we get there, then it's eventually we are going to get bored with it and say, well, I don't like this either. I need to get somewhere else. And so if we're constantly ping-ponging between what we don't want, then we're going to just tire ourselves in a cycle that doesn't serve us. What I would love to offer you is the idea of changing, running from the pain to realizing that pain is there to teach us what we do want. Pain is simply contrast that is showing us what we do want. It helps us say, okay, well, I don't like this about where I'm living, or I don't like this about my job, and it taught me that actually I do like this instead. So you can actually take all of your contrast, because it is very important. All of the pain in your life is there to gift you a lesson that you can use for the rest of your life if you're willing to find the gold within it. You have to mine it. We have to mine every lesson that comes across our path, and it will show up as pain, or it will show up as pleasure. And we can say, yes, I want more of this and less of this. But at the foundation of it all, we have to remember that we are enough, as we are. You are enough. Enough is as good as a feast. You can have the whole buffet, but if you only want a couple dishes, a couple items from each selection, that's enough. And if you look at yourself as enough, the whole buffet doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what everyone else is good at. You are enough. Now that's two different messages in the same video, and I have a tendency to do that. But they're very connected, is why. Your running away from pain does not get you to pleasure. Pain begets pain. Pleasure begets pleasure. Change the pain into pleasure and remember you are enough. Say it with me now. I am enough. I am enough. I am more than enough. I only need to be enough, and I am. I am enough. What does it feel like? Do you get the bubbles of excitement as you're doing it that say, ooh, this feels weird. This feels not fun. Oh, God, that I am enough, really? Yeah. Inside of you, it believes you. No question. What you say, it believes. The subconscious is a filing cabinet. It stores everything that you've ever thought, enough times that you believed it. And that's the difference between a thought and a belief. A thought is simply an idea that came into your mind and out of it after the age of 7 when the conscious mind developed. Underneath of that, when you repeat that idea a couple times, it goes, oh, okay, well that is feeling more true. That's feeling more familiar. That's feeling, yeah, okay, that must be true. And then it goes straight into the subconscious. It goes into the body, your emotional center. It goes into your body. It is so important to move, to feel yourself into a new story. It is important to change the direction from what you don't want to what you do. If you're in pain, instead of telling your body, I don't want more pain, what do you want instead? How do you want to feel? If you don't like where you're living, where do you want to live? Why? What feeling is that change going to give you? It's all about feelings. It's all about feelings, and it all comes back to the story, I am enough. Because right now, you don't like where you are, your story is I am not enough. And you are. On a subconscious level, you came here knowing that. That is what we're getting back to. That is how we enter the heart. Changing our story changes our lives. Enter the heart by agreeing with the story I am enough. I believe you are, and I believe it will revolutionize your world. Let me know how it does below. Can't wait to hear from you. Much love. Laura J. Namaste.